Hey everybody. I know normally I don't put myself on camera, but I am today. I had a friend ask if I could make her some crochet hooks, one of the sets that I've been making lately. And her husband does some blacksmithing, and he uses wood to make handles, so he ended up coming up with some Purple Heart. So she wanted a crochet hook handle made out of Purple Heart. Right now we're looking at about 6 inches long and about 1.5 inches square all the way around. I've got to bring this down to about 110 millimeters, 106 millimeters, which I'll figure out the inches on that later. But anyway, either way, I'm going to go cut it down on the bandsaw, drill our hole down the middle of it, and then throw it on a lathe and get a Purple Heart crochet hook handle. So that's what our plans are for today. Alright, first thing, we need to get this set to 106 for millimeters. We'll go right about there. Close enough. It's 107. So, alright, that's going to give us a little bit of a piece left. And it's pretty equal all the way around. So, not too awful worried about getting a different grain pattern. Next to the drill press. Alright, so over to the drill press, which is literally 1.5 feet away. So as you can see that I've done some epoxies already, some holes for epoxy to drill. So now we've got to line up and hit us a center hole for this Purple Heart. So what we're going to do first is make sure that we're squared up the best we can with the machine. That looks pretty darn square that direction. And same on the back. So we are square. Now make sure that we're hitting the middle. That looks good too. Okay, so just forewarning, as you all know, I'm not one of the safest people in the world. So you need to make sure that you're using the appropriate safety equipment and do things safely to your comfortability. However you would like to say that. So, having said that, let's kick it. Raise up our base. I'm pretty sure we went ahead and made it all the way through, so. Oh, there we go. Yep, we got a hole all the way through. We're at our 7mm set. So next, on to the lathe. Got to get it set up. Okay, we're ready to make this square thing go round. I believe we're at 2,500 RPMs. I've been making the handle 106 to 110 millimeters long, 10 millimeters on the edges, and 20 in the center. That was what the last crochet hook lady asked me to make. Great customer, by the way. And then my other friend, the blacksmith's wife, Miss Ashley, she wanted a little skinnier. So instead of 20 millimeters, I'm going to go 17-18. Just a little bit. And if it doesn't work, then I'll have to make her another one. So here we go. Yep, 25.56. And we're round. And this is the first time I've ever worked with Purple Heart 2, so that's a plus. Alright, let's get our measurements done. We'll go get my ruler and hit center up real quick. If we're at 106, we'll say, actually no, I went 5, 6, 7. I went 107 on that one. So we're looking at 55.5. No, 55 is 110. Yeah, hold on. 50 is 100. So 55 would be 110. 54 is 108. So a little bit before. That's be about center. Alright, that's what we want to get down to our 17, 18. Obviously, we got a ways to go. Oh yeah. Tighten up a little bit. Create a little room. Room. Alright, now we're getting close. There we go. And then our sides are 10s. Which is what the bearings are. Alright, close all the way around. Now, shape the handle. A little closer for more control. Let's see, how are we looking on this thing? Well, yeah, we're still cooking. Alright. Now, time for some sanding. We're pretty, actually, you know what? I'm going to touch that up a little bit more. Right here on this end. That end's pretty good. This end I need to bring down slightly. That's better. Now we can sand. now, so turn this off and hit it with our paste. And we are still recording, thank goodness. Alright. My battery was looking a little bit low. I bought a spare battery aftermarket one, and that thing just does not want to work right. So I forgot the one that came with it. Now I'm using a sanding paste and giving it like a more of a waxier finish, so it's a little smooth, so it's smooth in the hand. I don't know. Glossy is really good sometimes, and I probably wouldn't mind doing it because I've used epoxy before too. But I've been really enjoying the natural finishes. That's 2000. Now all we're doing is we're working the sanding paste in it, which all the sanding paste is beeswax, diatomaceous earth, and mineral oil, all food safe, including the diatomaceous earth, all food grade. So I normally use this on my food safe bowls and other items that are food safe to give them a little bit more of a shiny, flashier finish. Now to get a nice clean paper towel. Oh boy. Okay, we're back. Now for the fun part, the assembly. And I've actually got the client on the other side right now, her and her husband, messaging me back. I sent them a sneak peek of the handle, so they're excited. So it's time to assemble. And what we're going to start out with is getting our 7mm brass rod down there, which I could have done that in the beginning, but it fits just fine onto the piece while we were working it on the lathe, so I'm not too awful worried about that. Oh, good save. Woo! This thing always bugs me. I don't want it too far on each side. So, alright, so there you get to see one of my whoopsies. And I asked her if she wanted the pen hook, and she said no. So now, just to put this on, and I'm going to put it on this end. Even though I got small fingers, I still have problems grabbing stuff just the right way. Alright, let that sit. I could have sprayed some accelerator on it, but my accelerator is in my mailbox, which is a post office box. So right now I don't have any accelerator. Alright, now for our other end. This is the part that holds the hook. So need to make sure we get a good seal on this one. I'll spread some around the top as well to make sure that it makes a good connection on our top part. Center it up. I know that the there we go. I know that the brass 7mm tube is like, it works like all the pens do, and you're supposed to take, and the handles are supposed to be shorter to where the tube, you squeeze them in together. Now, I could do that, but my clients haven't been wanting skinny crochet hooks or short crochet hooks. They want the larger ones. So, the longer ones, I should say. Weight and width has been the two biggest. Well, all of them actually. I've had some want it heavier, which to do that I have had to use epoxy, and I've even tried to use some sand inside of it, some filler to fill up the inside to make it add some weight to it as well. So I don't want to get too far into this. but we might be set enough to put it the rest of the way together. So yeah, we're set. Now, she wanted to set, make sure she had a 7mm hook, and that's what I want to use for the pictures. I don't want to be too hard on it yet. There we go. Alright, we're in there. We're secure. And there is our crochet hook with a 7mm hook on it. Interchangeable parts. Here's the other ones. Multiple different sizes. So, there we go. And my little clean room here, I'm going to need a little bit better light for you all. So, I know for next time.